What's up, guys? Today we're checking out the Skar VXF 15-inch subs, and we're going to be testing out a pair of these. I've been wanting to do these for a while because some of the guys said they actually sound good, so they're kind of like a high excursion, high power sub, but the sound quality is pretty good. So I was wanting to really try these out to see if that was true or not, because to me sound quality is important, and accuracy is important. Lows are important. Nice punchy clean bass is important. All the above. So we're checking them out. These have 30 millimeters of X-Max one direction, so quite a bit of X-Max. Triple stack big 300 ounce magnet. So these things weigh in at over 50 pounds. I'll go ahead and put that measurement from the scale up on the screen now. So these are beefy subs. These are, I'll call them upper mid level subs from the specs. 1500 RMS, 3000 peak. But again, I've heard from guys that is very conservative on these. So chrome plated back plate, rubber bumper, really nice gloss paint on the basket. Does not look cheap, does not look rattle canned. So very nice. Oh man, these are heavy. Flat, heavy duty tinsel leads stitched into the spider hold down ring. 3-inch 4-layer voice coil. And what I like about these too is they have big input terminals, so you can actually stuff a couple 10 gauge wires in there easy. Some of these subs, they only allow enough room for barely like 1 12 or 10 gauge wires, so it's nice they have wires, connectors big enough to where you can put your jumpers in, you know, with a little bit of room. So very, very beefy subs. They look really nice. Heavy pulp paper cone with a coated top and a normal dust cap. So really nice looking subs. So let's go ahead and get these things hooked up and see what these things do. I'm really excited to see how these things sound. I just finished my custom 15 box that I had built. So we're going to be running these in a 8 cubic foot box tuned to 33 hertz slot ported. So you can check out my box here in a minute. Let's go get these things hooked up and see what they do. Alright, we got these things mounted up in my new box I just made, which is 8 cubic feet tuned to 33 hertz. So some guys ask me if I sell boxes. I don't right now. I may in the future, but I'm not there yet. I don't have the time. But so we got them all hooked up. We're going to be running them today on a Smart 3 tear amps, which should be pretty good for these because the Smart amp will fight box rise. So each sub should be getting a solid true 1500 watts a piece, which should be really good for these two VXF 15s. So let's go ahead and get them fired up. subs start out at 15 hertz. Hertz. 25 hertz. 30 hertz. 35 hertz. 'Alright guys, so you can see these things are total animals. This Smart 3 is a really good fit because this is fighting box rise, so these things are actually getting 1,500 a piece solid for real, and they're doing really well on it. It's kind of a really good match. But these subs sound really good, and I kind of shied away from these in the past because I like stuff that's loud, but I like accuracy and sound quality as well. And I heard a couple guys that I trust their opinions say that these actually did sound good, decent for sound quality wise, and they're right. These sound really good musically, really good. Are they the tightest, most accurate? No, but they are very good, and I would even be happy with them in my daily driver. And I'm kind of a SQL, sound quality and loudness guy. So I was really impressed with how these sound. So these are a great SQL sub, and they're really good priced. They take a ton of power, but they sound really good with rock music. They have a nice, they have a nice punchy, hard-hitting sound for like kick drum, rap, and bass music. They do amazing. They hit the lows very well. Like these hit the lows very, very well. So if you like the lows, these are very good. These also hit the upper frequencies very well, which some of the other SPL subs fall off because they're just meant to be kind of like straight up SPL air pump subs. So these are kind of like the best of both worlds. You get crazy air movement, they handle a ton of power, they hit the lows, and they sound excellent. So these are a total winner in my book. I really like these subs. I will probably end up keeping these to my collection. Because to me these are an excellent SQL sub. I'll go ahead and get the SPL meter hooked up and we'll see what these things put out. 2 of these in the full-size SUV on a Smart 3, so let's get that hooked up real quick. Alright, first let's run a sweep, see where we're at with these things. This is not full volume. Okay, so that was not full volume, so it's looking like 39 hertz is where these things are loudest at. So now let's go ahead and crank it up and see how many decibels we can get out of them. You can see though they hit the lows really well too, down in the 30 hertz range, so really good subs. Here we go, let's see what max SPL we can get out of these things. Not bad, 144.83 at 39 hertz. Alright guys, so we are back now to talk about the final conclusion of these Skar 15-inch VXF subs, and I'm not gonna lie, these subs really blew my mind. I did not expect them to sound as good as they do. I've heard a lot of SPL subs, really expensive brands, and that musically they just don't sound that good. So that's why I tend to kind of steer away from those. This sub is, to me, like a unicorn. They have a ton of excursion. They freaking hammer the lows, man. These things hit the lows so well. They have just such a they like engulf you in depth. So they hit the lows super good. They're very accurate and musically sound excellent, which I did not expect that at all. So that Smart 3 was a really good pairing with these. Off camera, I did try my Surge 4K, and they sounded just as good. It was just excellent sounding subs. These things have very good accuracy. They are smooth, punchy, deep bass, but very accurate. Like, I could play metal, fast double bass, and then even on the bass music, like when the sub is flexing, they're very accurate, man. Ton of air movement. It's getting pretty windy in my truck with these two 15s cranking. They just sound excellent. I mean, all the bases are checked. Now, these are not a razor sharp, like slappy sub. These are a nice, smooth, accurate, punchy sub, which I think is the best. So they are not harsh. They blend well with the music. I mean, if you listen to country, rap, electronic music, metal, they just sound so good with everything. They sound very good. I can highly recommend these now. So if you guys are looking for something that is a little bit on the crazier side, but you still want sound quality, you know, there may be some other ones out there. I don't know about everything, but these things totally fit the bill. Excellent sound quality, man. You guys cannot go wrong with these. I love these subwoofers. Another thing that's interesting I just want to talk about with these. So I have other subs that when I run a frequency sweep and the SPL meter, they will hit, you know, 30 hertz, 28 hertz, technically just as loud on the SPL meter. But these, and I did a test. I took some of my other 15s that I really love that hit the lows very well, and I put these in back to back. These just, the lows just come through more. It sounds like the lows are just like twice as loud. So these are excellent, man, for hitting the lows if you like that deep bass. I mean, just awesome subwoofers. I'll put a link below if you guys are interested in purchasing these. If you guys use my link, it helps me out. I get like 2% or something. Not a big deal, but it just helps me buy product for the channel to do reviews on, because I have to buy all this stuff myself. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. Buy these subs and thank me later. They are freaking awesome.